Welcome to episode 44 of Cookies and Milk. I'm your host, William.
I'm your host, Ben.
Today's topic?
We're drinking water.
Yeah, no cookies in the house today.
Today's topic, we can real briefly talk about Kingdom Hearts. They show off the Toy Story world.
Yep.
I was wrong.
Yep, you were wrong.
Looks like I'm a fool.
That's true. Yeah, we were talking about which world there was going to be. And I was like, I think it might be Pixar.
Could be like Toy Story. And I was
Story.
it's not going to be Toy Story.
And I'm like,
dummy.
Dude, but there was going to be the summons. And you're like, no, fuck you, William.
You're dumb for that.
Always wrong.
Never right about anything.
Fuck you.
If Kingdom Hearts, if Toy Story's in Kingdom Hearts, I'll destroy your phone.
Wait, no.
So I have to.
No.
Looks good. It brings in the brief question, why are they toy size?
Exactly. And my response was, it's not just Donald's magic. It makes it seem like Donald is the one that cast the spell
Right.
to make them like that. But I think it's also the Keyblade's way of doing it. Because I think the Keyblade shrinks to match the size of the keyhole, or it matches the size of what it feels the wheeler should be in this world.
But the bad guys are also that size.
Right. The bad guys are starting to and so I just thought of a different theory for it. The world does it.
Right, the world does it to the interlopers.
Right. I think the world can sense the darkness.
The world also senses where things are the most exciting. And in Toy Story, it's the toys.
Yeah.
More exciting than the people, because the people live boring lives.
Yeah, where toys aren't alive.
Because the real question that comes to all this, and it's like, but there are men in the Toy Story world, but there aren't ducks, so Donald can't be a man.
Exactly.
Why can't Donald be a man? Quick question. Also, Donald is Donald in a bunch of worlds. If he gave a shit about the natural order, that wouldn't happen.
So here's the thing.
Here's a list of
If
worlds.
Donald were to become a man,
Sure.
his dick would be out.
Okay. You can put pants on him. He can have squid legs again.
Every single time. They'd have to get Donald pants. Looking at his duck dick.
He can turn pants onto himself because he does that in the Halloween Town world. He can make clothes.
He made mummy straps on him.
He can put mummy straps onto his human dick. That's fine.
No, it's
dude.
not. It's not fine. This should not be a thing in Tetsuya Nomura's Kingdom Hearts game.
Here's a list of places where Donald Duck and Goofy cannot exist. Tarzan. Beauty and the Beast.
And this, what are you talking about? A magic enchantress roams the land, turning men into beasts and people into furniture.
Why did she get any comeuppance? Where's the Beauty and the Beast sequel where she shows back up and fucking turns him into a beast again just because?
And then they beat the shit out of her. Because she's... Don't do that to a kid. Don't do that to non-willing...
Beauty and the Beast is the fucking worst
servants,
Disney movie. This shit
servants.
fucking sucks. That's got no morals that are good at all.
Belle's like, oh...
I sure do hate this boring town filled with boring people.
This town isn't for me. I hate it all.
These boring people leaving their boring jobs. Hey, Belle, how about you get a job, huh?
Yeah, Belle has
You
no
little
job.
fuck.
What does she expect to happen when she marries the Beast?
It's got the traditional Disney ending, like, you can't marry this guy. God, I hate Beauty and the Beast. It's
She's going to be the queen of that boring village.
So Gaston comes up and he's like, hey, Belle, you should marry me. Because that's how society works and it's fucking bullshit. And Belle's like, no thanks. And then she gets trapped by the Beast and it's like, hey, you should fall in love with the Beast because you have to or we all die.
Yeah.
And Belle's like, oh, this is fine. This is a happy love story for the ages. Tale as old as time, as it were.
Right.
Pirates of the Caribbean. They're all cartoons.
Hold on. Do you think the franchise would have had less impact if it was called Pirates of the Caribbean?
If they said it like that every single
and
time.
not the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Captain Jack Sparrow comes up and he's like, hey, it's me, the #1 pirate of the Caribbean. Would you watch that movie if that was the trailer?
I wouldn't, because I know Johnny Depp beat his wife.
Hey, you didn't know that then.
I didn't know a lot of things back then. I was a very small boy.
Take yourself back. You're 7 years old. You just learned what a movie was.
Mr. Johnny Depp. Oh, The Incredible Hulk scares me. I'm not going to go to a movie theater for like 5 years.
5 years later, you're 12 years old. You just learned what a movie was again for the second time.
Whoa. I'm still a bit scared of The Incredible Hulk, but this is true, by the way.
You see a trailer on TV, and it's Jack Sparrow.
Oh, no, it's not the Hulk.
He says, hey, it's my friend the Hulk.
No!
He says, hey, it's me, Captain Jack Sparrow, Pirate of the Caribbean.
And my first mate, the Hulk.
You're like, where's the Hulk gonna show up? I know he's here.
When's the Hulk gonna show up? He's been in every movie I've watched.
You see the Avengers and you're like, this looks like a non-Hulk movie.
No! I got scared. You remember?
In the
You
Avengers?
gave me shit about that. I was flinching a bit when the Hulk showed up, and you're like, what are you fucking doing?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that.
You were like, what? Are you still scared?
No, I don't remember that at all.
You gave me shit about it.
I don't think I did. That sounds like a fake thing to
What
do.
are you doing?
I mean, maybe, yeah.
Not as mean as that sounded, but it still made me feel bad.
I might have been legitimately concerned about you.
No way. No way.
I know when the Hulk shows up.
The Avengers came out in 2012. You were an asshole back then. You were a junior in high school.
Is that true?
I was an 8th grader, so yes. Alright, Ben's just cooking, kissing Cookie.
What else is up? Oh yeah, the topic I wanted to talk about was unlockables in video games and cheat codes and all that kind of shit.
Oh yeah?
Because it's something that's sort of fallen to the wayside in video games nowadays. You don't do it anymore.
Collectibles?
No, unlockables.
Unlockables, right.
These things are either DLC or already in the game, or...
That is true.
Like, cheat codes don't exist anymore. Like, they don't do anything.
Or they're just fun nods.
Yeah, like, you can do the Konami code in some games and get some wacky bullshit. But it's never gonna, like, earn you the 30 lives or whatever, because that's an outdated concept of a video game.
Right.
It's just a sort of weird thing that sort of dates how video games work. I remember it used to be so much fun buying those, like, huge books of cheat codes.
Mm-hmm.
You remember those? They used to sell them at, like, book fairs and whatever.
I remember that.
Or going to, like, getting, like, a gaming magazine and it would have a section on the cheat codes.
Right.
It was a different time. I think Smash is one of the ones series that still keeps all the unlockables intact.
Somewhat. They did it with the 3DS version, but they made less unlockables for the Wii U version since everyone had already been playing the 3DS version.
Right, that's true.
But still, yeah, I get that. Don't fighting games? No, fighting games don't do that.
No, it's DLC now.
Yeah.
Things that would have been unlockables in past games. The thing is now, because it's just not as much fun. One of the best parts about unlockables growing up is that you would be surprised by it.
Yeah. Drop my ring.
But now with the invention of the internet,
Thanks. I dropped it again. You didn't even make an attempt to actually put it in my hand.
Now with the invention of the internet, you don't have to anymore.
Now hold on.
Sure, what's up? I'm not going anywhere.
Do you think
You don't have to stop me. I'm just.
Knuckles should have just been an unlockable for Sonic 3?
Oh, instead of an
Or do
additional
you
cartridge?
think that Sonic and Knuckles was an okay thing to do?
It seems fine because Sonic 3 is a game by itself, and then the Add Knuckles cartridge
Gives a whole Knuckles storyline.
Yeah, it's like cool. That was a cool thing to have happen.
Yeah.
It's too big to fit on the cartridge. That's a sort of space issue.
What's also fun is that you can, if you do have Sonic and Knuckles, you can put Sonic 2 on there and play as Knuckles in that.
That's weird.
It is weird. How'd they do that?
The same way they did Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Magic. Blast processing.
That's not. Yeah, it actually might have been the blast processing.
Unlockables. Kingdom Hearts does it, somewhat, with cutscenes.
Explain.
The secret episode, I think in Birth by Sleep.
Oh yeah, the ones that you have to do a bunch of extra bullshit for.
Yeah.
Is that an unlockable? Is that a? I guess so.
How could it not be an unlockable?
Yeah, there are a lot of unlockables nowadays that are like secret endings. and all that stuff, like hidden extra things that you get for doing 100%.
Yeah.
That's another thing that happens is when you get 100% in games, they fucking do not reward you at all.
That's a lot of people's... I think that's some people's gripes with Super Mario Sunshine.
When you get 100%, you don't get anything?
You get a nice postcard that says have a fun vacation.
I mean, you get the same
Which
thing
I think it's better
than fucking Super Mario 64's.
than Super Mario 64, which Yoshi shows up. Gives you 100 one-ups, not like you'll ever use them.
Because you're done with the game.
Because you're done with the game and he leaves.
Yeah, that's... Mario games have always been sort of weird about it. What happens in Galaxy? Does anything happen in Galaxy?
I think the Champions Galaxy.
Right, yeah.
Or is that
you also get like
2?
the 100 coin go through the main stage
You
again?
can play as Luigi?
No, you unlock Luigi like halfway through.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you might get Luigi at the end. I think if you just beat the game, though, you get to play as Luigi. I don't think you have to 120 the game.
I thought you did, so
You
I could
might
play as
have to.
Luigi.
Did I get 120 stars in Galaxy?
I think that's something you really sat down and tried to do. We
That
won't
makes
know
sense.
because we lost that Wii.
Yeah.
It broke.
I mean, I guess we can just see how you. I mean, because I remember.
Oh yeah, look it up. How do you play as Luigi in Super Mario Galaxy?
I remember there's also the.
Wait, are there the green stars?
There are the green star. I think.
But that's just the Lumas, the green Lumas.
But there's also. Do you remember the purple 100 coin stars?
Yeah.
There was one of those that you get to do that on the very intro stage. I don't know if you get that from beating the game or from 120. Play as Luigi in Mario 64.
Yeah, in Galaxy 2, you get them halfway through the game.
Collect the rest of the stars. There are 120 to collect so that the number next to Rosalina is 0 again. After getting all the stars, talk to Rosalina and has to fight Bowser again. Grants you a message saying Luigi's now a playable character.
There you go.
So yeah, I guess I did 120.
You had to complete the game so I could play as Luigi.
Weird.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I guess we just fucking crushed that game.
Yeah.
Easier than other Mario games, though, probably.
Probably because it's so fun. I will give it this. While Mario Sunshine is one of my favorite Mario games, I will say I'd say Mario Galaxy is easier to complete because
Yeah.
Mario Sunshine has very hard extra stars,
And
it's not just like it's a lot less reliant on your skill in Mario Sunshine because like there's the pachinko machine
yeah.
that you have
There's the sliding one.
very little control of. The sliding one's fun because you have control over that. You slide down a hill.
Yeah.
That one's good. I enjoyed that one. There's one where you're rocket boosting.
Those were sweet,
You're
though.
jumping.
I think those bonus stages that are sort of unlockables by themselves are what differentiates Galaxy from those games.
Yeah.
Because Galaxy had no bonus stages. Everything in Galaxy was told to you. Like, Galaxy was like, hey, here's the hub world, you can go here, 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 here.
That's why.
That's why Odyssey is going to be a different game.
That's why Odyssey's like Sunshine and 64.
Yeah,
and,
because there's going to be bonus worlds.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got chills from that.
Weird.
I like getting,
It all sort of hit you at once.
I like realizations like
yeah,
that.
it's because I saw I also just sort of put that together. There's a video online where it's just like, I think your hat will say like, hey, what's that over there? And then if you look over there by some other pyramids, you can like long jump over there, and then there's like a secret hidden level to run through.
Yeah.
And it's cool stuff. That's really sweet. That's some of the stuff that they don't put into games.
What?
Nowadays is like the secret bonus hidden levels.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, with Mario Odyssey, like in like the first stage, New Dog City, there are locations that you just go to like a different location altogether, floating in midair.
yeah,
That you
I hate it.
Jump through?
Oh, it looks terrifying.
there's one where you're moving around on moving construction poles.
Yeah.
While bullet bills are being shot at you over a gap.
I got vertigo just looking at the New Donk City levels.
And then jumping off that big tower to get to another star,
I don't
another
need that.
moon. I mean, that is. So Mario 64 had the OG stars.
Right.
Super Mario Sunshine had the shine sprites, and
And
now
Odyssey
Odyssey
has
has
moons.
the moons. So they all have differentiating.
Instead of just
Things.
stars. And
Man, I love Super Mario Sunshine. Love it so much. Like, I played it like I had to get that GameCube craze out of my system so much because you know how many times I played Wind Waker, how many times I played Super Mario
Yeah,
Sunshine.
really, you did play those games a lot.
I played a lot of those.
Wasn't Custom Robo a GameCube game?
Yeah, it was.
You got on the GameCube.
I jumped on the GameCube. I jumped onto the Wii.
Right.
The GameCube part of the Wii. So I loved it so much, and I played Sonic Adventure a lot too.
Yeah. We never did 100% that game.
Sonic Adventure?
Because what a fucking nightmare is 100% Sonic games.
100%ing Sonic games is so not worth it.
It used to be worth it question mark. It always flowed back and forth between if you 100% it, you get to do the supersonic fight at the end.
Right.
But then they shifted that up to just...
But then they wanted the story to be complete
accessible,
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's fine. I'm glad they did that.
Yeah.
Because I hate searching for Chaos Emeralds in any Sonic game. And I mean, sometimes they're fun.
Like, it was...
But it's a chore!
It's one of those things, I always found that when I did manage to make it to a special world, despite fucking not knowing how to do it as a child, it was always so fucking cool. But then it was like, oh, you have to do this 7 times if you want the true ending, and I was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do this.
Sonic Advanced Trilogy,
yeah,
for as much as I love it, has the worst Chaos Emerald system ever. I can't remember Sonic Advanced. 2 had a weird skateboarding segment.
Is it the weird, it's where you, fall with a surfboard, right?
Yeah. 3 had the worst one.
Which one was that?
Where you have to collect keys to unlock a spring
in the hub world.
To go up and get the Chaos Emerald. There was also something to do with chows.
There was a chow game.
There was a chow thing, you collected chows. That was a collectible.
Yeah, yes. You had to find 9 of them in the level to get the key.
Fuck. Oh.
Yeah.
That was bad. That was very bad. But I guess it's fun because you can do the ultimate tag team of Sonic and Eggman.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet at the very end.
Speaking of Sonic games, and also story, Sonic Fighters, or what is it?
Sonic Fighters.
Sonic
Battle.
Sonic Battle.
Yes.
Because Sonic the Fighters
is a different game. It's like an arcade cabinet type deal.
But Sonic Battle for the Game Boy is probably one of my favorite Sonic games.
Did you play it?
I beat it.
Oh, huh.
I ate that up so fast. It was so good.
Did you have the cartridge, or did you play it on?
I had the cartridge.
Weird.
I played it on my SP.
Huh.
Yeah, you didn't. We don't. That's one of the things. We don't normally check each other's handhelds.
Yeah.
But no, I love it. I love it so much as a game, and it's so fun that it continues the story of Sonic Advanced 3, because it's the...
Oh, no, it's the prequel.
It's not the prequel.
It is a prequel. Because at the end of the game, Emerald dies. And then Emerald comes
right.
Back.
You're right.
Yeah.
Eggman finds Emerald.
Yeah,
and Emerald's happy ending is at the end of 3, where he goes back to Cream. You're right. You're right. And I love the song that plays during it. But it's just so good because there's everyone's there. Everyone has a unique fighting style and their moves, and then you have Emerald, who starts out with bad punches, bad jumps,
and
bad
then copies from everybody.
And then you can get every single move for Emerald. If you like Sonic's Punch, get Sonic's Punch. Maybe Amy has a cool attack. Use Amy's attack. It's so good.
Yeah, it's one of those games I always wanted to play, but I never...
I have it.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Actually, let's check if I still have it.
He's checking it out, folks. He's opening a bag. That's the, a 14-year-old game bag?
Not the bag. I've swapped from bag to bag, but this is my favorite one. But, oh boy, it has, if I reach my hand in for too long, it gets all metallic. That's Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku.
Rubble's here.
Rubble is here. I have seen Pokemon Pinball. I have found Mega Man White.
Speaking of games I need to play.
Ooh, I found Mario and Luigi Super Saga and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red.
I need to play
Red Rescue Team.
this Mega Man Battle Network games.
All of them. I found Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland.
Man, these are games. These are sweet games.
These are some good games.
Game Boy Advance had a lot of good games.
Here's Legacy of Goku 2.
1 and 2?
I have 1 and 2. New Super Mario Bros. Kirby Superstar Ultra. Very good games. Rebel is sitting on my phone.
He's sitting around your phone. Oh, he moved. Hey, buddy.
He's on the phone.
We gotta talk into that.
Get him out of here. I found the Minish Cap, another very good game. I found Black 2. I can't find Sonic Battle.
I don't think you have it.
I gotta have it. There's no way I'd get rid of it.
I gotta have it.
I'll just start putting games on the desk.
It's probably because that's when I grew up. But I got such fond memories of
Mega Man 03. We never beat that game.
Yeah, I really wanted to. Oh man, I gotta play all the Battle Network games, I gotta play all the Star Force games, I gotta play all the Zero games.
There's so many Mega Man games that we haven't beat.
There's so many Mega Man games, period, dude.
Sonic Battle! Found it!
It is.
Produced by THQ. Man, it's a good game. Love it. Maybe one day we'll play through it.
Yeah, we could on the channel.
I'll show you how amazing it is.
Alright, easy there.
It's a very fun game. Maybe I'm overhyping it because I don't remember all of it. But I don't know. I had a fun time with it.
It is a dangerous game to play with any old game. Like, oh man, I used to really enjoy this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but did you? You gonna go back and still enjoy it?
I'm smelling my fingers now to see if it smells all bad, but I don't know.
What time are we at even? Minutes.
22 minutes.
I feel like unhealthy after drinking all this water.
What?
I feel bloated. You ever get that?
That can happen at night. Bloated? Oh, at night, it kills me. Yeah. I get kind of thirsty, and I drink some water, and I feel terrible.
Yeah, I'm putting it
like just sloshing around in my stomach.
Yeah, exactly like that. What else? We can talk about Game Boy Advance games.
Yeah, that's true.
I have so many fond memories of there's just a bunch of hits on the fucking Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Advance was very good because it's just the SNES on the go. But not as advanced.
SNES? Not as advanced as the SNES?
Because the screen was smaller.
Sure.
And
Absolutely.
Also, it didn't... I love the Game Boy Advanced. I do.
Yeah, I'm just sort of confused about that comparison.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure. I think it was stronger than the SNES.
No, because I think the Link to the Past looks worse.
It looks worse.
Okay, I don't think it had a different change to it, but also Game Boy Advance just you had to specifically design for the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, that's true.
It was hard to port things onto it.
Despite that, they ported a lot of games onto the Game Boy Advance.
Sonic the Hedgehog, first one.
Mario.
Yeah.
They ported that's.
They didn't port Mario 1 onto it.
They did not. They ported Mario 3 and
2
and 4
and World. Yeah. And Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, I played a lot.
All three of those were very good.
Really good.
That was, that's how we found those games.
Yeah, I didn't know they were. I didn't know Super Mario World was a SNES game for the longest time. I just thought it was the best Mario game on the Game Boy Advance.
They were voiced in that, right?
In Super Mario in the 2?
In 2.
Super Mario Advance?
What about World, though?
They were not. There was no voices.
You sure?
Or there might have been little noises, but there were no voices. There was no Bordeaux telling me this is as far as you go.
Right.
To strike fear into a heart of my childhood.
What?
Childhood.
Childhood?
Childhood. When I was young.
Strike fear into the heart of my childhood.
I'll fucking kill you, Bordeaux. That's my child.
That's my childhood, you ass.
That's my childhood.
But this is how I see how consoles progress. NES comes around. The Game Boy comes out like 4 years later.
Playing NES games.
Playing games that can be played on the NES, just black and white.
Right.
SNES comes out, and then the Game Boy Color comes out, just being better than the NES.
Right.
N64 comes out, no games, no new handheld.
The DS.
And on the N64, hold on.
Super Mario 64 DS.
Hold on.
Star Fox DS. 3DS.
I'm doing a thing. Star Fox is on the 3DS. You didn't catch yourself.
Tactics. Star Fox Command.
Okay, buddy. I hate you for doing this. I'm doing a timeline.
Legend of Zelda 64.
Enough.
Majora's Mask.
On the 3DS. It's Rubble again. He's going to cause trouble. Then the GameCube comes out alongside the Game Boy Advance, which is a portable SNES. Good times there. Next to the Wii and the DS, which is a portable N64 basically. Just a bit.
That's what I said.
better. I know, but you didn't do it in the form of a timeline, you ass. 3DS comes out alongside Wii U. Wii U kinda garbage, but it's a good console.
But
Like it's not breaking
Kinda
any,
garbage.
It's not breaking any grounds, right?
sure, because they just didn't do.
Because
stuff
Nintendo
with it.
started being on the forefront after the GameCube of graphics, technology, and stuff like that.
Were they on the forefront with the GameCube?
No, they weren't on the forefront. I just like to think they were on par
Right. Yeah. Sure.
with both the PS2 and the Xbox. 3DS comes out alongside Wii U.
It is one of the most annoying
Basically a
things in the world,
portable Wii.
where people are like, "Can you believe the Switch is only like as powerful as a PS3?" And it's like, yeah, but are the games good?
Yeah.
Yeah, but are like the games good? Because that's literally all I care about.
And then the Switch comes out better than the Wii U, and it's also portable. So, I think they finally reached it.
This is peak Nintendo.
Peak Nintendo is the Switch, which is might be saying something because the Switch is kind of a nightmare to not a nightmare to design for, but it's hard to design for it.
Right, it's got like a bunch of shit going on, and that's just sort of Nintendo as a whole.
Yeah, a lot of shit going on. Gonna have to carry its own console.
Yeah.
But the Game Boy Advance. I hate that it's called that.
The Game Boy Advance and not the Game Boy Advanced.
Yeah, I like Game Boy Advanced. But I'll call it Game Boy Advance games. I don't know.
The games are advanced.
Yeah. Oh, that Mickey and Minnie game?
Yeah, the one we played.
That was on the
like, a
SNES as well.
couple- Really?
Yep.
Weird.
Yeah,
Power Rangers Wild Force?
absolutely.
An SNES
the
game
one
before
from
Wild Force came
the
out.
Power Rangers that came out in 2004?
Oh, cool.
Absolutely.
It was Wild Force, right?
Yeah.
I think it was Wild Force.
What about... Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can see the screen now. Like I can see the cartridge in my hand, and it says Power Rangers
Yeah, it's
Wild Force,
Wild Force
and
on
it's
it.
like a red logo with green.
Yeah, it's green
around
outside.
It.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
There you go. So it's jungly.
Yeah.
I think, and like so many good series.
Beyblades? Do you remember the Beyblades?
Shit,
Game Boy
yeah, I
Advance
remember
game?
that.
SNES game?
No, N64 game.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Strangely enough.
Because it's got it's almost cyber graphics, almost 3D.
Almost cyber graphics.
Almost.
I will say this though: the Game Boy Advance gave rise to so many series. Mega Man Battle Network,
Yeah. It was,
Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
You know what's weird?
What?
So they made Mega Man Zero on the Game Boy Advance, which is, I'm already like catching myself with this, but by all intents and purposes, the Game Boy Advance is like a perfect thing for on the go, regular, normalized Mega Man.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, but Battle Network, it's an RPG now.
They made Mega Man and Bass.
No, that was the SNES game,
Mega Man and Bass was also... Oh, but they ported it to the Game Boy.
which is weird. Wait, was it?
It was a Mega Man... It was an SNES game, too?
It was an SNES game. I remember this because it was the point where Mega Man 8 had gone to the PlayStation,
Yeah.
and then they made Mega Man and Bass after that for the SNES, and then ported it
You think people are mad that we're calling him Bass
instead of Bass.
instead of Bass, since it's... I don't know. We grew up calling him Bass.
Because that's how the word looks.
But it's also bass.
Because of the music.
Yeah. But Mario and Luigi games.
Yeah.
What else did I say? I said something else before. I was gonna make a. Anyway, Mystery Dungeon also got their start.
Mystery Dungeon was a weird one.
Somewhat, because I like what they did, because the Game Boy was still going strong, but the DS they wanted to give a DS game that people could enjoy.
You played it on the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, that was
bad. It was like a game still, right?
It was fantastic. There was no difference, other than like the dual screen and maybe like a bit crisper.
Yeah. That's how I describe everything that came out on the DS.
Oh,
Crisp.
the DS was glorious.
The DS was some sweet times.
I played Spectrobes on that. Do you remember Spectrobes?
How can I forget Spectrobes, dude?
That's
Disney Channel exclusive.
that scratched the fossil digging itch.
Yeah.
from Diamond and Pearl.
Dude, what the fuck? They were Spectrobes and that, and I feel like there were other games that had the fossil digging aspect.
There's this one game called Dinosaur Fighter. I
Also
bought
that?
it on my 3DS, and yeah, because you have to. It's called Fossil Fighter.
Yeah.
And I bought it. Did I really buy that game? God damn, what was I doing? I bought it in like high school. I need to beat it.
I was like an adult.
I wasn't an adult. Like you drive around in a truck, in a monster truck, and you dig dinos. You dig them out, and your fossil scanner brings them to life, and then you fight other dinos.
Spectrobes.
It's kind of fun. Spectrobes is fun. I wish I could have beaten it on the Wii.
I wish it was a little bit more. I wish it had a better co-op system also.
What didn't? Oh right, Spectrobes. You played as the guy and the Spectrobe.
Yeah, like 2-player get to play as a Spectrobe.
Why wasn't that bad?
Because I didn't get to play the game until there was a fight.
Oh yeah.
That's not co-op.
That was on the Wii.
Yeah,
Right?
it was a Wii.
Yeah. That's why we stopped. Because 2-player games that are fake co-op, somewhat fake co-op, make us hate it so quick.
I mean,
Or make us lose interest so quick.
right, if we got into it, I mean, I guess you could have kept playing it, but I didn't want to. It just sort of burned us a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel bad because I made our dad buy that early for me for Christmas.
Oh,
so like
of
a
course.
month
It was
before.
April.
Right? I don't
Your
know why he
birthday.
didn't just give me it for my birthday. He said, you gotta wait till Christmas. I'm like, what?
Dad, can I have a present for my birthday? Alright, but it's an early Christmas present.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense.
The only birthday I'm gonna recognize is Jesus' birthday.
Are you Jesus?
No. That's what I thought.
This is an early one. This is for you, Jesus. I'm giving it to this kid.
What if this kid... This is not my father.
I don't know who this person
I've
is.
walked up to someone who loves Jesus so much he's willing to give a child a random gift. I'm talking to Santa Claus. I am talking to Santa Claus. I just realized. Oh my God, Mr. Claus.
It's April. Can I have a present?
It's April, but I found you.
Spectrobes, please.
Spectrobes, please.
Jesus Christ.
Exactly. I think the Wii U would have been fun to make a Spectrobes game for, because you can do the fossil digging on the Wii U gamepad with the stylus.
That's the whole best part of the game is the fucking fossil digging part.
Oh, it's so fun.
And the best part of your game is the fossil digging. You have to sort of think about how your game is. Why can't you fossil dig in Animal Crossing?
Diamond and Pearl, love you. Oh my God, dude! If they dug for fossils, no, it's would be fun. Would be every single fossil you get, you do a mini game to dust them off.
Right.
Right? And when you've completed that fossil, you never have to inspect that fossil again. You just dig it up and you know what it is.
Have it.
Why can't that be a thing?
It's one of those things. I don't know. It's any minigame where you have to like sort of just scrape your stylus over something and you get a little scrape effect.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's just like so
like
satisfying.
You watch it go away. Oh man, I completely forgot about Fossil Fighter. You have like different variations of the drills, and like you can you drill away and you like etch out like there's just certain bumps and ridges of the fossil that are being poking out, and you just sort of like you dig it, like you see all the like the layers of dirt you're grinding away, and you perfectly carve out the full bone. Like you start with a tiny like hammer strike to the side of the bone, and you start seeing the layers of the bone come out.
Oh jeez.
And you're like, oh, what is? I see this beast, and like, you only get like part of the body at a time.
You bring fossils back from the dead.
Yes.
Like, can you do it to people?
They need to be fossilized for over 1,000 years.
Huh.
At least.
Because I'm
Can't
just
be
saying.
fossilized 999 years.
I'm just saying. People existed like 1,000 years ago.
Hey, I mean like, gotta be big. But the thing about with the fossils is if you unearth, say, like a T-Rex's head, the T-Rex you resurrect only can use its head badge.
Yeah, it's only a head.
Not it's only a head. I think I'm getting this right. But if you get the rest
This game doesn't exist.
I'm making this whole thing up.
I think I'm getting this right. So if you resurrect only the head part, you get the head badge?
It came to me in a fever dream.
and people are like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I looked up Fossil Fighters. I didn't get anything. All I'm getting is caveman games for the NES.
Spectrobes? Sorry about Spectrobes?
What are Spectrobes?
Did you remember the commercial when Spectrobes?
I was Spectrobes.
Yeah, dude, sweet.
Let's do this.
He was like a cool guy. He had a laser sword.
He was a cool guy.
He was sweet. I could look up a picture so I can put that in.
Spectrobes' main protagonist.
Spectrobes' main guy.
And you can like upgrade your own equipment alongside with your Spectrobes. And they start as little babies.
Oh yeah, they did.
They start as little baby Spectrobes.
Yeah, and then you grew them up.
Who's the main? You know the main Spectrobe, right?
The
blue and yellow thing with the spike tail.
Yeah.
Look up baby blue and yellow thing with spike tail.
I can't. Look
it
up
is
anything.
so adorable. What do you? Why? How?
I don't know. I don't know.
Your phone has never had service.
I don't have a phone.
Oh shit!
Spectrobes Beyond the Portals. What is that?
What?
Here's Spectrobes Origins.
I think that's the
Spectrobes Beyond the Portals. Oh, it's the DS
That's
version.
the DS one. Oh, I remember. I remember that thing. That blade purple? That purple blade person?
Oh, yeah, I remember that too.
And then that's his baby form. What happened? That's his baby form.
Hold on, I'm trying to take pictures of this, but you're going too fast.
Look at the baby. So go to images. Yeah, oh my god, the animal designs were so good. That blue thing. I remember that guy too. Shit, man. I love Spectrobes.
We should find a copy of Spectrobes to play.
Yeah. Or we could just ROM it, since it's hard to record DS gameplay.
I was thinking we'd play it on the Wii.
Oh. That thing. What is it? Oh, and there's the baby!
Is it the baby form?
That's the baby form!
Oh, wait, here's a bunch of pictures of it.
Yeah. See?
What cool designs. What sweet... Dude, Spectrobes has some really cool designs. I forgot about a lot of them.
I love Spectrobes. Look at that little guy.
My favorite game.
Shit, dude. Spectrobes was the shit. Whatever happened to Spectrobes, I wonder? Oh, you can check the...
There were 3 installments. So there's the DS, Beyond the Portal... There's Spectrobes, Beyond the Portals, and Origins.
Oh, man. I wish they continued.
The Fossil Super Evolution Spectrobes is a science fiction video game that was developed by Jupiter and published by Disney Interactive Studios for the Nintendo DS.
Oh shit! Spectrobes for Kingdom Hearts!
Holy fuck, it's possible. Disney Interactive Studios has stated that the Spectrobes is its first original intellectual property, that it is a game not based on any film or TV program from its parent company. That's why they pushed it so hard.
I'm glad they did. I liked it a
The
lot.
game was considered a commercial success, and Disney Interactive Studios announced that more than 700,000 copies of the game had shipped worldwide in its first month, and it was the best-selling third-party, not published by Nintendo, Microsoft, or Sony game for March 2007, ranking number 7 overall that month.
Nice!
It was the best-selling third-party game for March 2007, ranking number 7 over that month.
Hey.
It was re-released November 7th, 2007, as part of a special Spectrobes Collection Edition bundle, included the game itself, all 38 input code cards, plus 2 exclusive Geo input cards and a mini guide.
All the 7s.
Did I read that wrong? Am I just sleepy? All 38 input code cards, plus 2 exclusive Geo input cards and a mini guide.
Wait,
November 7th, 2007, and number 7 in March 2007.
Yeah. It's too bad, after the third game, they stopped doing it. Maybe they ran out of ideas.
It was the second game to use Disney's online game and the social network service D-Gamer, and the first being Chronicles of Narnia: Prince Caspian.
Oh, of course.
Huh.
Yeah, we gotta look into that. I need to see if it's still as good as I remember.
Did you ever beat it?
I did, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I beat it.
Huh. It's like $4.99 on the DS at GameStop.
Man. You always kind of wish it's a bit more expensive than it is.
Yeah, I mean,
But at the
$5
same
is
time-
still a lot for a DS game.
That's true. Oh, look up the song. Spectrobes intro song. Do you want to play it on the
I'll
podcast?
play it on the podcast, and then that'll be probably the end. It's 11:30. I gotta work in the morning.
Wait, I have also work.
That's true.
Spectrobes.
All Spectrobes webisodes.
There's a webisode?
There's a webisode.
Is it the intro? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What? There were shoes. I remember shoes. Zora Bazora.
Oh yeah, there were 2 that were question marks that weren't even pictures.
What's fun is that a lot of them all have 3 evolutions.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Top 10 Spectrobes. Avoid like the plague.
Top 10 Spectrobes to avoid like the plague.
No, top 10 Spectrobes. Parentheses, avoid like the plague.
Of course. I don't know. But what I do know is that Spectrobes had some very cool designs.
Yeah, dude, here's the perfect extraction video. But yeah, no, some of those designs were fucking sweet.
Yeah, they're, I like to think, looking at all those, Spectrobes kind of had like a mix of Pokemon and Digimon.
Yeah.
Because Digimon had very powerful looking designs.
Yeah.
But a lot of them were just fucking guns or
like
people.
all over the
you
place.
become people.
Yeah, like you're like an angel at the
with
very
Pokemon,
end of the
it's like the evolutions make a lot more sense, and it's kind of simple. Spectrobes has understandable evolutions that also look fucking sick.
They get to the final illusions, and you can tell, like, you can make these clear connections as what they started as, but they look fucking cool at the very end of it.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. One of my favorite things being about Spectrobes was like, I want to have that thing. That thing's so cool.
Yeah. And when you unearth that one, it's like, oh shit, I got that one.
Yeah.
I can't wait to raise it. Shit.
Turns out Spectrobes good. Like a good
Spectrobes is the
game of the year
of March 7th, 2007.
number 7
of March on 2007.
Game of the year 2017. I thought
And
it was
if you
going to be
subtract,
Neo.
if you subtract 10 from the month Marches, you get 7. It's the third month. Yes. If you subtract,
You check that, so you go down 3, and then you have 7 more from 12.
no, I said 10.
10. So it's the third month. March is the third month.
10 minus 3 gives you 7.
Oh, okay. I was going backwards in the year.
What?
I was going so March, February, January.
No.
And then you go back 7 more months to 10.
No.
Podcast's over.
7 more months back to 10?
You were wrong.
No, absolutely not. I threw math at you and you didn't understand it.
Yeah, because I was going, if it's 11:30, I just drank a thing of water.
Still got ice in that.
I'm a little sloshed, dude.
Sloshed like your cup of water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, good sound effects.
We just played the fucking Spectrum.
How long was that? Was it like
It's
a minute?
It's a minute long. That's why I did it. But
That's,
I'm gonna listen to it on like the.
And you're just gonna be like,
It's just gonna sound so bad.
I think like whoever's like been watching these episodes, like that one person.
No one person.
Or sometimes there's no views. This one person will stop watching after that.
Like, are you fucking for real,
That's
you
not.
guys?
That's not content. That is the opening to Spectrobes.
The opening to Spectrobes. What if we rebranded and made that the opening to all our videos?
Spectrobes intro.
Spectrobes intros. It's a minute long.
But instead, it's all of our bits wrapped into one.
Oh God, I don't want that.
It's like Blackbeard diagram, and that's the end of the list because that's the only 2 bits that made me laugh.
What about this bit?
This bit.
Oh,
Blackbeard, Venn diagram, this bit, and this bit. That being said, that is the end of the podcast.
Ivan Heroes
The
back.
episode of podcast, at least.
Ooh, tasteful.
Not the podcast yet.
We're done with this. We get fucking cease and desist off YouTube for the fucking Spectrums intro.
Disney sues our ass into the hole.
Disney, please, you gotta understand. I just think Spectrums is cool as
I just want Spectrums to come back as a game series, dude.
How many of them did you play?
I get to fight with a laser sword with my cool
How
monsters.
many of the Spectrums did you beat, though?
I beat 1, dude.
Cool. Did you get the sequel? On
Yeah.
the DS?
No, I got the one on the Wii.
Oh.
And I didn't beat it.
Cool.
Because you made fake co-op, Disney. Release Kingdom Hearts. Give me a Spectrobe summon.
What if you could? What if you could just... What if they was an entire Spectrums minigame in
That
Kingdom
would be
Hearts?
so good. That would be so good, but they already did it with Dream Drop Distance.
Oh, yeah. There was fucking so much in Dream of Distance.
What if... Oh, that would have been a fun nod. If one of the Dream Eaters was a Spectrobe,
Oh, yeah, it was a that'd be cool.
that'd be fun.
That'd be really sweet, actually.
Like, I know, like, a something from Spectrobes wouldn't pull anyone to play a Kingdom Hearts game, so don't make it like a Spectrobes world. Don't make, like, a big... Maybe make a summon. But if
Sure.
you're going to do anything Spectrobes related, do it in Dream Drop Distance, or a Dream Eater.
So go
can
back in
be
time.
a Spectrobe. They made new,
Did you ever, like, delve into that system?
what?
The Dream Eater system?
Not really. I made the strongest looking ones I could look at.
I ended up getting, like, real deep into it at the very end of the game. Like, really trying to...
I think because they're your partners, you gotta.
Yeah, I ended up, like, really starting to grind out and see, like, what I could make out of these things.
Yeah.
And, like, getting these huge partners at the very end, and I was just like, it's pretty cool. It feels like it's too deep than it necessitates, because you can beat the whole game
It's
without
very
fucking
short.
looking at it
It's
at
a
all.
very short game.
And even, I was playing on proud mode, and I was, like, getting fucked up a lot, but I never felt like my Dream Eaters were really...
That's the thing that gets me. about Kingdom Hearts games. Party members don't matter enough in a boss fight. I mean,
because a lot of times in boss fights, they just take them away from you.
Yeah. And with Donald Duck, Donald is very good at times because Cure.
Very bad at times too because he cures the enemy.
Yeah. I will say, I think Tarzan was very good because he can use Arrow.
That's why they took him out of the game.
And Cure. Can he use Cure?
I have no.
I think Ariel can use
Don't
Cure.
fucking look at me, dude.
You didn't
Look
play
at
a
the
lot.
phone.
You didn't play a lot of Kingdom Hearts 1.
I beat Kingdom Hearts 1 though. You coward.
You beat Ansem Riku for me, then I took over again.
Yeah, I won. I beat it.
No.
I beat it. I did beat it.
No, you didn't.
I absolutely did.
No.
You beat it after me. Like, I beat Ansem Riku and then I beat the whole final boss fight.
No.
No. Absolutely.
That's not how that
That's
went.
how it happened. I beat Ansem Riku. We were trading off, and then I finally beat it, and then I beat the whole thing.
Not the case.
That was the case.
Not the case
'Cause
at all,
I remember
dude.
sitting there with the controller in my hand, watching the credits go by, and like, so when do I get to save the game and go into the New Game Plus or whatever? And you don't get to do that.
Nothing. You never thought about that.
I
when you
did think
beat it.
about that. I remember because I was staring at the screen.
That's the Kingdom Hearts 2 end screen.
No.
That's all end screens.
Then what was the Kingdom Hearts 1 end screen too?
All of them have unskippable end screens, Ben.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think you beat
I
Kingdom Hearts.
did beat Kingdom Hearts 1. I remember that because then immediately after that, you beat Kingdom Hearts 2.
No? What?
Yeah, because it took us so long to beat it, Kingdom Hearts 2 would come out.
No, we beat Kingdom Hearts 2 first. And
Yeah,
then
you beat it, and then we went back and I beat Kingdom Hearts 1. Listen, I'm not doubting that you also beat Kingdom Hearts 1 because you went back and you actually played the game.
That was my save file.
It was your save file.
That was
You
my
started
save
the game.
file. Why would you do that?
Because we were sharing the game.
Not then.
We were sharing
We were sharing
the first
Riku
time.
Ansem. We
The
were
first-
sharing
No, we
Riku
were sharing the
Ansem.
whole game.
We were not sharing
the whole game.
We were not sharing the
We
whole
shared
game.
the whole game.
It was my save file.
We shared the whole game.
That was my save file.
I didn't
That
have a
was
save file though.
Of course, because you were
we
playing.
sharing the game.
You were playing Kingdom
We were
Hearts.
sharing the game.
I played Kingdom Hearts all the way through. I don't remember watching you play anything.
Alright, then I just beat the final boss.
You just beat Riku
No, I
Ansem.
beat the whole final
I
boss.
wouldn't let you play the rest of the game.
You did let me play the rest of the game because you couldn't beat it. We were trading off, and I beat it, and I kept going.
Absolutely fucking not.
Absolutely.
Who do you fight after it?
You fight Riku, the fucking, what's the monster thing that comes out of him?
Excuse me.
There's like it's Ansem and the monster.
Guardian?
Guardian.
No.
The fuck? Who do you fight?
You don't know what happens after you beat Riku Ansem, huh?
Do you fight the devil after that?
No. It's a lot of things. So you beat Riku Ansem. Spoilers, I guess.
Sure.
You beat Riku Ansem. Sora sacrifices himself.
Right,
to
you
get
are
Kairi
around
to
the
the
Heartless.
Then you get Kairi, and then you go back to Traverse Town. Then you go back to Hollow Bastion to seal the keyhole, because you didn't do it before.
Sure.
You go inside of it. You do, you fight. You go through some portals. You fight the devil. Then you go through a boss rush. Not a boss rush. You go through an enemy rush. Where there's a lot of enemies, and it's just so hard. And then you fight Ansem with Guardian on Destiny Islands.
Yes.
And then you fight the giant Ansem thing in the giant ship. Now that I think about it, the ending of Kingdom Hearts 1 when we were kids was a blur.
Yeah.
I only remember this from when I beat it in 1.5.
That's what, so I beat Riku Ansem, and then you're correct because we did trade off again, because you must have run through Hollow Bastion, because I don't remember that at all. But I very clearly remember the, on Destiny Islands, Guardian and Ansem fight.
Are you sure we didn't switch off then?
I mean, I remember beating Riku Ansem, I know that for sure.
Okay, I'll give that. I gave that
Awesome,
to you.
thanks. And then I remember,
It'd be weird that I didn't.
I think maybe I beat Guardian on Destiny Islands and you beat the ship?
You think?
Well, I beat the ship, you beat Guardian? I can't remember.
I don't know. Kingdom Hearts 1 is... The end of Kingdom Hearts 1 is a blur.
Yeah.
I'd say Kingdom Hearts 2 has a much more concise...
It's also slightly more memorable. Like, a lot of important things happen, a lot of really cinematic things happen that make it...
It's all those triangle commands.
Yeah, you remember, like, I remember the part where Sora cuts a building in half. I remember the part where Sora and Riku fucking shoot lasers through the sky. And I remember mashing the triangle button to,
The triangle and the X button.
Right, to fucking block all the laser
Block all
beams.
the shots.
That's one of those big questions in Kingdom Hearts. When the fuck do they learn how to do that?
Yeah, that's true.
They go from... At the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, they're like, I can glide a little bit. And at the end of... Fucking in the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2, they're like, I'm gonna run up a building. How the fuck do you learn how to run up a building?
I think it's because at the end of... with Kingdom Hearts 2, Sora gets the abilities of himself and Roxas.
How did Roxas learn how to run up a building?
I think... Because Roxas also absorbs Shion's power.
How did Xion... I can do this all day. How did Xion learn how to run up a building? Oh, she actually stole a copy of the heart from Ventus.
Have you
How did
seen...
Ventus learn how to run up a building?
Have you seen those shoes, dude?
They're made to run up buildings.
They're made to run up buildings.
Alright, well, how did Sora cut a fucking building in half?
Combined power of him and Roxas. Also, I don't think those were not fully real buildings.
Fake building.
They were
Small.
I think they were made of darkness. Honestly, I think everything in the world that never was made of darkness.
Right.
But still, they were buildings.
Still a building. Sora had to fucking go into that thinking it was a building and 100% being like, I'm going to cut this thing in half.
Yeah. Riku also was very strong. But you never saw Aqua, Terra, or Ven do anything like
You
that.
can't cut buildings. That was before buildings existed.
No. Oh, shit. Now that you mention it, I don't think they ever were
There was no
in
building.
a building.
I didn't see any buildings in
The
that
only
game.
thing I can think of is the Native American camp in
Right, yeah. Or the
Peter
Dwarf
Pan,
Lands.
or the Dwarf Lands. Only one cottage, a simple house, not a building.
And they can't cut that in half. It's too big.
It's too big. You see Ven's tiny little Keyblade? He can't cut a building.
This guy's little small arms.
And Terra's is too slow to properly cut one.
Right, yeah, he doesn't have the triangle command reaction time.
Aqua's is too thin.
It's magic.
They can't cut a building.
Sora, though, he could destroy
You see the Kingdom
dwarf
Key?
house.
Perfect. He would destroy the dwarf's house.
He should.
We forgot about Cinderella.
That's not a building.
The castle.
No, that's a pumpkin. You're thinking of the pumpkin.
Oh, everything was the pumpkin. Everything was the pumpkin in Cinderella.
Yeah,
it was magic. It was fake
At
buildings.
midnight, it turned back into a
Everything
pumpkin.
turned into a pumpkin.
Everything
Everyone
turned
was
into a
destitute.
pumpkin. Yeah.
Living in a pumpkin.
They all had fairy godmothers. He's like, I sure would like to have a castle tonight for the big ball. And his fairy godmother was like, bibbidi bobbidi boom.
go.
This mouse is a castle now.
Thank you, fairy godmother.
Wait, did you turn the mouse into? I said a pumpkin.
Into what?
I turned a pumpkin into the castle. Good, I thought you said a mouse. I thought you said you turned a mouse into a castle. That'd be horrifying.
Jacques? Where are you, Jacques? Wow, this castle really smells like
Like
cheese.
a lot of flesh in this castle
A
walls.
lot of red drapery. Jacques had a shirt that looked just like this curtain. And Jacques had a pointy hat. Castle had the pointy top.
Of course. Don't be in the castle after midnight because you'll be in a mouse.
No, you won't. You'll be outside of a mouse and the mouse won't be alive. It'll be some kind of terrifying crush.
I sure do wish
mass.
I sure do wish there was a prince who could have a birthday. I could
I'll
be
turn
the
a
butler.
mouse. Who wants to be a butler?
The butler dude. He's got like a mustache.
Hold on. What are you
Sure.
telling me? So, the butler is like, man, I really wish I could have someone who'd boss me around and be the princess.
He wants to go put shoes on ladies' feet.
And then,
He wants to go put shoes on ladies'
the
feet.
fairy godmother shows up and turns a mouse into a prince.
Into a prince and a pumpkin into a castle.
So wait, there's
Sure.
2 steps to this. The butler, who is not a butler because he's working for no one, is like, I really wish a prince would hire me. And then the fairy godmother is like, bibbity bobbity boo, I'm making this mouse into a man and he's a prince. People are just gonna accept that. And then the prince, who knows nothing about being in royalty, is like, I really wish I had a castle. And then another mouse, and then another mouse shows up. Or is it a pumpkin? Is it a pumpkin? I think it's a mouse?
Pumpkin. A pumpkin's a
and
safer
then a pumpkin shows up. Pumpkin shows up. First things first.
Some guy's like, I sure wish there was a pumpkin.
Not some guy. The new prince.
The new he's your king now.
This mouse man who will become a mouse again at midnight.
Oh boy, let's get that going. Let's get that marriage going fast.
And so,
which came first, the fairy godmother, or somebody to wish that there was a fairy godmother?
Which came first, the mouse or the pumpkin? So, and then the mouse man, the mouse prince, is like, man, I sure wish I had a castle. What's this pumpkin doing here? Second fairy godmother. Or is it the same
fairy
one?
Godmother. Might be the first one.
Is it the same one with a mustache?
Orchestrating this whole thing.
She turns the pumpkin into a castle. No one, and then like Inception to everyone into believing that the prince has always been the prince and the castle was always a castle.
Right, not a
and
mouse,
the butler was always a hired butler.
He was always there. He's like, this is the best day. I sure hope I get to put shoes on a lady.
He has. This is just so we can get off by touching ladies' foot.
See, that's where I came around to. I thought it was a funny bit at the first part, but now it's like a weird thing.
The
where
butler's
it's like a foot fetish.
He's disgusting. Also, he's not the butler
anymore.
No, I mean, like, think about his outfit in Disney. I was gonna say Kingdom Hearts, but also true. Think about his outfit for a second.
All right,
he's like white pants,
sure,
blue shirt,
okay,
and like with a sash around the waist, and it's like finely buttoned.
Yeah, like
and he's wearing
like a
military shoulders. I think he's captain of the guard.
The dude is fucking putting shoes on ladies' feet.
With a monocle.
That guy's a butler.
I think he's a strategist.
Check out my strategy to touch women's feet.
He strategized this whole thing.
He fucking put like sticky tape on the...
To touch women's feet.
To get rid of Cinderella's
shoe? To get off!
Yeah.
To jerk off!
To jack it, dude.
No!
You think anybody jacked it? To that scene in Cinderella where he like tries to put the big foot into the shoe?
I think it was one of those scenes where people realized
like it was
something.
An awakening, yeah.
Yeah, it was an awakening. Just like when any animal movie, any like animals who are people movie, there is an awakening there. It's just something that you realize.
That's an unlockable in Disney
fetish?
movies. Yeah, fetish.
What is transformation?
Oh yeah,
the transformation fetish for Cinderella, Little Mermaid.
No, that's absolutely
Little
that
Mermaid.
Can't be right.
What do you mean?
You think we were jacking it to when the pumpkin got turned into a carriage, or when like the mouse was a horse, or when the horse was a man?
No,
the horse was a man. The
horse
mouse
never became a man.
The horse became man.
Then that might have been something.
Yeah, that's something. All right. Yeah.
What, did the horse become a man?
The horse became men, and the mice became horses.
Wait, hold on a second. There was a carriage driver. Who was that?
He was a horse.
Was he a horse?
He was a horse.
Why would they... No.
Yeah, you know it's true.
I don't...
The mice became horses and the horses became men.
I don't think the mice were part of it. I don't think Wikipedia is going to help you with this. But back to what I was saying about fetishes in Disney.
Cinderella transformation scene and hope I don't find any fucking fetish art.
I don't think anything was in The Lion King. I think that was pretty clean. I will say, I think Tarzan was pretty pure, even though...
He was fucking monkeys?
He wasn't fucking
You don't think he fucked a monkey?
I think he did fuck a monkey, but not on fucking camera.
Not on camera, at the very least.
I don't think any kid in the fucking movie theater jamming out to Phil Collins is like, ooh, put your faith in what you hated. Fucking Tarzan fuck a monkey?
Hey, did he fuck a monkey?
2 worlds, 1 family.
Worse.
What?
Cinderella pumpkin transformation scene.
You found it.
I found it.
It's the Spectrobes theme. We're putting another video on an audio podcast. You gotta put the video over.
I'm not gonna do
podcast.
That.
Okay,
Right,
so that's
the
the pumpkin
comes to life.
walking like a man.
Walks like a man. Does it look like a dance? There's the mice.
The mice are there. Okay.
There's a horse and a dog.
And a dog. Where'd those come from?
They're out in the woods.
A wild horse in France?
No, it's like the family has a horse. See, there's the mice. There's the mouse.
No, he ran away.
They're running away. Oh,
Okay.
you goddamn fucker!
It ended.
You piece of shit.
That is a horse face on a man.
All right.
What?
They turn the mice into horses.
Why?
He's scared because he's gonna get transformed into a horse.
Oh. Oh, fun times. The cat got scared by the horse. Alright. Your battery's about to die. You're so right. Why did you know this?
There's a cracked video where they go over how sort of weird it is. They transform the mice into horses
And the
horse into a man.
Into a man. What happened to the dog?
I probably also.
You think the dog was mad that he didn't get picked?
No, I think he does get transformed into it because that's what happens in the video.
Into what?
Into a man.
Another man?
2 men. I'm not going to look it up anymore. You're
Finish
gonna have to
the
take
video.
my word on this one. My phone's at 15% and it's 12 o'clock.
Hercules.
Sure.
Greek mythology?
Like a fetish? Like, I think it's a muscle thing.
You think...
I think the scenes where, like, he flexes his pec and, like, the thing explodes.
His muscle explodes.
Also,
terrible-
the two things turn into horses. Pain and Panic turn into a horse lady.
They transform into a lot of things. They transform into kids.
Right, there's a lot of transforming, but they transform into a horse lady.
Do they transform into a horse lady?
Yes, because they had to trick Pegasus into,
You're right.
so they transform into a horse lady.
Oh, I forgot.
Both of them simultaneously transform into a horse lady.
They both had to get themselves in the mindset of like, hey, we're gonna put some sexual advances on this fucking horse.
So we're gonna, like, fucking, almost a Norse mythology type deal.
This is our job.
Yeah, I hope do we get paid for this?
They must be very close friends to be comfortable doing this.
Transform into a horse lady?
Yeah. Well, I guess they're very good method actors.
Oh golly, mister. I was trying to get into, or I was trying to be authentic.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Disney Fetishes podcast.
Aladdin.
Hypnotism.
Ugh. Yeah. Guess.
Toss me another Disney movie. I got them all.
Underage princesses.
Sure. That's all Disney movies, though.
Tangled, she was 18.
Fine. Was she 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember
That's the whole
like Flynn's
thing they
like
did.
23, 21.
You mean Eugene?
Yeah, of course. I mean Eugene.
You're mad at that.
Shut the fuck up about that shit, dude.
You're like, oh man.
I knew that the horses turned into men and the mice turned into horses, but you're gonna give me on Eugene's name?
Get it right. He takes pride in it now.
Got it, fine.
But that was the whole thing. Like, at the beginning of the movie, it's like, Rapunzel, it's your 18th birthday.
Right, yeah.
So yeah. That's that. What is it? Hair?
I don't think, actually, that's a...
Is it very pure?
They're getting better at it. 'Cause
They're
I don't
getting
think,
better at it.
There's as much fetish stuff in there.
Age.
Shut the fuck up with that, dude.
Age. Aging?
Shut the... no, absolutely not.
What do you mean?
Nobody was whacking it at the end of the scene
Mother
where
Gothel.
Mother Gothel dies.
What about watching an older woman become young? That happened.
Damn it, yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that being a fetish.
Spectrobes are cool. I think people were jagging you when Mother Gothel became young again. Frozen. I think betrayal. I think people got really hard when Hans betrayed.
Probably like some fucking a snowman thing.
I
It's
don't
like
know.
a better.
I think maybe incest.
It's hard. Oh god, podcast is over. It's a lot harder in the newer movies. In the fucking
What about Mulan? Gender
like,
bender?
cross dressing and whatnot.
Okay.
Eddie Murphy dragons.
You think that's a fetish?
That's sort of niche, but I've seen enough.
Have you? Like, you just have to picture it, huh? Since it's not an audio format, unless you found videos of
Oh yeah,
Eddie.
here I go. Anyways,
No,
Eddie Murphy dragon sex.
it's the Spectrobes theme again.
It'd be real funny if I was just like, here's the transformation scene. That's Spectrobes. Sorry, here's a better one where they actually transform the horses. Spectrobes theme. Eddie Murphy dragon sex. Spectrobes theme.
And every time I'm like, oh, you're right.
How do you know that?
How do you have that? You're a wizard, I think. You turn mice into horses and pumpkins into men.
Such just full of...
I'm trying to think. Treasure Planet? Furries, again.
Yeah, there's like a furry person in
Oh,
Treasure
Ben.
Planet.
You know that people, like, really liked that person.
Which one? The nerd dude or the captain lady? They fucked at the end of the movie. They had kids.
I think they had kids. Did
Huh.
they have kids?
Yeah, I think they did. That's cool.
Her standards were
I'm just
very
sorta
low.
going
huh?
up to. Huh? Did you say something? I was
You're on,
Googling.
you're on Rule 34.
Yeah, I got up fur affinity.
Oh, no. Strangely enough, he's not on there. What is it?
Some
Atlantis?
shit taste fuckers.
Atlantis, what is it? Is it just glowing?
It's
Crystal-
like a race. It's
crystals?
like a race.
I
thing.
was going to say biracial.
Yeah, it's like a race thing. I didn't want to say it because it feels bad.
What do you mean it feels
I
bad?
mean, like, it's bad to call that a fetish.
I can see that. But at the same time, you're like, cross-dressing's a fetish, that's fine.
I mean, that one's.
That's
Yeah,
what,
I
that
mean,
one's
you're
what.
right. You're correct. It's.
You know, we shouldn't say anything. We should just say what the fetish is without any judgment.
Right, and go on.
Except
the next
incest is disgusting.
one. Of course.
Toy Story?
How many times do I have to shake my head for you to stop bringing these things up? It's fucking. Oh god, I don't even want to think about this anymore.
Just answer the question, man.
It's like fucking.
You're so willing to answer it. You're racking your brain to think of it.
Fucking. As a side thing, I was playing Fuck, Marry, Kill with some friends one time about magic characters.
I thought you were trying to do. I thought you were trying to weave it off, and I'm like, oh.
I mean, I sort of. I was playing Fuck, Marry, Kill about magic characters, and I was like the only one answering it because I was the only one with enough magic lore. And I didn't
Why
even
would they do
realize
that?
it.
Why would they? Why? Who would play that with you if they didn't understand magic?
I mean, like a couple, like one other person did, and then it was just sort of just like.
No, you can't tell me you were just standing with someone.
It was like 3 or 4 people, and I brought it up like sort of.
You brought it up?
Yeah, we were talking about specific ladies on Plano, and I just sort of was like, "Hey, fuck, marry, kill. What are you thinking?" And then they answered, and then I answered, and then I was like, "All right, the Eldrazi Titans, fuck, marry, kill.
No.
Gatewatch, fuck, marry, kill."
Ben.
Anyways, it's that fetish where the it's like a mobilization as a fetish.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Anyways, next.
No. Next, you said you got mad at me for continuing.
You keep bringing up like these. What the fuck did you think I was gonna say in Toy Story, huh?
Wall-E.
What answer? Fucking robots.
Inflation.
Weight gain.
Weight gain.
Yeah, inflation and weight gain are different things.
You're right. You're lecturing me.
This is intro level fetish shit, dude. You don't have to name anymore. The podcast can be over.
No.
We can be done.
I think there's one more. The Crudes? That's not a Disney movie.
It's a Disney movie, but it's
still
fucking like
still 3D
cavemen shit, like hairy women.
or dinosaurs.
That's true.
Or dinosaurs. Yeah, dinosaurs.
Yeah, you can fuck a dinosaur.
You can. You'd fuck a dinosaur.
You can't fuck a dinosaur. That's true.
That's the end of the podcast.
That's the name of the episode.
You can fuck a
Oh,
dinosaur.
episode 44. You can fuck a dinosaur.
That has been Cookies and Milk. I am your host, William.
I'm your host, Ben.
And don't forget, that butler. Don't trust that butler.
If that butler wants to see your feet, you say, I better become a queen for this
I
shit.
better
dude.
become a fucking queen for this dude, not some
Put your
half-ass.
dick away.
Put your dick away.
He's like, this foot's it's a good foot. Fuck you,
It's a
dude.
good foot. But sorry, Prince, this foot's not gonna fit. You think he got mad when Cinderella showed up?
Like, the actual foot was there, and he was like, this is the first fucking house.
He showed up to the first house and his plan ruined.
He was shoving the big feet, and he was like, yeah, this is good. And he put that perfect foot, and he was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I didn't even touch the foot.
God.
I didn't even touch the foot to do it.
Ugh.
Do you think, so Cinderella's running away from the prince, and it's midnight, you can't see me after midnight, and the prince is like, I don't care, and then, she, loses the dress, goes back to the rags, and the prince is running down the, stairs, and he goes to pick up the slipper, but he becomes a pumpkin. And Cinderella's running, and she doesn't notice that the castle became a mouse.
She notices that the world is turning to pumpkins and mice around her, and she gets to the fairy godmother, and she's shaking the dress, and she just the dress explodes into pumpkins and mice, and then she looks at her hands, and they're turning orange, and she's like, oh no, no,
Oh no,
and then the fucking dude is jagging in the woods.
I'm a mouse just trying to just... He wasn't even a foot fetish guy. He was just a fucking end of days guy.
My fetish is when everything turns into pumpkins and mice. I said you could never commission enough stuff for that. You couldn't pay me enough to commission it, but I said I'll fucking rewrite reality, you assholes.
This is a commission. Someone commissions
He commissioned the fairy godmother. He's like, hey, do you do requests? And she was like, sometimes.
Hey, do you do what is a request is different from a commission.
Yeah.
So it's like a request is like, hey, do you do requests? I mean, if you're a helpless young woman with a lot of animal friends, I can turn into their other animal friends.
Do you take commissions?
Yes.
Yeah, I do actually take commissions.
I do take commissions. One transformation is $10. 2 transformations with a fun background is $25.
It's $10
And I can
per
turn
extra.
everything into pumpkins and mice at 12 o'clock for $100.
Yeah, the world is falling to pieces around her and she's counting her $100.
Yeah.
She's gonna buy so many pumpkins.
She has to buy pumpkins. You're magic fairy godmother. You can make money or pumpkins.
Huh?
Literally, the world is your oyster.
Turns back into pumpkins at 12 o'clock though. I can't make money.
She turns the pumpkins into pumpkins, and they turn back into pumpkins at 12
Oh,
o'clock.
she's like, it's a funny goof.
It's a funny goof, fairy godmother. The world's ending! Or at least this country is, because it's all pumpkins. The great pumpkin crater of the Dark Ages.
Cinderella's a weird story.
I know abuse isn't there's no law for abuse, but you'd think Cinderella would be like, hey, can you make sure this woman doesn't adopt any more children? She's,
Can we kill her? Can we have her executed?
we have her executed.
I'm a queen now.
But it gets cut, because Cinderella 2 happens, and, all 3 of those girls, learn. I like Cinderella 2.
Wait, isn't Cinderella 4 where they steal the wand and do a
What
bunch of-
are you talking about?
Is Cinderella 2 the one where they steal the wand?
Cinderella 2 is the one where they steal the wand and they go back in time and they could sew the shoe fits one of the girls. I don't remember. I think her name is Drizella. And then she's like, and the prince is like, okay, I'll marry you. And then there's a very sweet scene with her and the king. And the king is like, oh, I remember meeting my wife, and I remember it was fate. I loved it. I loved it so much. And she's like, oh shit. And Cinderella's the only one that remembers.
Of course.
And then
Fate worse than death.
right, and then but Drizella's like, this isn't right, and so it's Drizella and Cinderella against not Fairy Godmother.
The plot twist: Fairy Godmother's evil.
I want to turn everything into pumpkins. Against the stepmother and the other sister, and then everyone. I think the stepmother dies. I don't know.
We're at an hour and 20 minutes.
I've just been talking about this for 50 minutes.
Oh.
50 hours. I have a lot to say about
Anyway, here's my
Cinderella too.
50-hour
Even though I've watched very little, I think I watched the movie, but I remember very little of it because I think I watched it in daycare.
Also, you were jacking it.
I was jacking it when the king was talking to the sister. No, I'm not gonna say anything. Age gap.
Oh, you said it. You said you weren't gonna say anything.
I was gonna say something else.
No.
Father-daughter.
Oh, I hate you.
Yeah, exactly. That's the end of the podcast. But I remember watching it in daycare, and I watched the whole thing, but I cannot remember anything.
Of course.
Other than that scene, that one scene. But that's the end of the podcast. We already said it.
We've said it like 16 times.
This always happens.
We already say it. We just keep going.
Keep going, and we get onto a better topic. Except that now it ended on a bad topic.
We should have stopped it. When I lifted it up the first time and it was 22 minutes, we should have stopped. Like 22 minutes? Oh, only 22 minutes, huh?
I like the bit with the butler.
Yeah, we got to a good spot.
Strategic butler.
There was like... Yeah, I think that was altogether a pretty good bit.
Yeah.
How would you rate the bit?
The bit? Let me look at the Venn diagram real quick. I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Venn diagram.
What?
The butler drinking off in the woods.
Did you say black people?
I said Blackbeard. You remember the bit we were doing before where we sing the whole bit of the...
I don't recall.
Turn the fucking episode off.
Goodbye, guys.
Wait. If you like the video, rate, comment, subscribe.
Also, like it.
Like
Like
I said
this.
rate instead of like. God damn it.
Because we're not at the star system anymore, Ben.
Ah, fuck.
It's not 2006.
God, I want to go back to 2006 so
2008, 7,
bad.
whatever.
I was a goddamn child.
Back when Game Boy Advance was cool. Alright, bye, guys.